Hey guys, happy today. I hope you're having a good one, and I hope you had a good couple of weeks of stitching while I was out gallivanting across the country on a massive mega road trip with my sister. It was lots of fun. I actually enjoy driving across country. The 3 days in the car was really quite nice. Didn't mind it at all. We just talked and chatted and did, you know, things to entertain yourself as you go along the drive along the freeways. Anyway, that's that. So it's been about 2 weeks since you saw anything that I had stitched, so let's go ahead and start it on up with the progress report. We'll start with my at work, at lunch break project. And so you guys know that that is Pansy by Nora Corbett. And I'm so excited, you guys. Before I left on my cross-country adventure, I got, well, practically all of her skirt is done. You can see there's like this little bit of color that needs to be filled in here. And I think like right down here, there's 8 or 9 stitches in a color that needs to be put in. Then I can move her hoop and start working on the bodice and the rest of her. So that is my project on the lovely Miss Pansy. She's just coming along. She's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, you guys. I'm really, really happy with her. I might cheat and actually put in those last couple of colors here at home before I go back to work. I wonder if it's time to have another at-work project and, you know, cycle out for August like you do. Like I'm supposed to do, but like I didn't do. Dooby-dooby-doo. Alright. Maybe I'll work on her in August. And I know that Lizzie Kate is planning a mystery stitch-along for September. And I love doing those. So I know that one's coming in September. So maybe I will do Pansy in August. And then I'll do the new Lizzie Kate Christmas stitch-along mystery thingamadeal that's coming out for September, October, and November. So I can keep up with it. I did take a project with me while we were cross country, and I thought about it, and so I went with a really larger count sort of thing. So I have this kit from Bent Creek for the Flag of Stars, and it is done on an 18 count linen over 2, so you're doing 9 count with pearl cottons as your floss. So I figured this should be pretty easy to do. In the car, you know, the holes are spaced apart wide. I'm not going to be squinting at the thing too much so that it's a problem. And sure enough, it went really, really well. So here we are. I got most of the dark blue done, and then I started filling in with the light blue. I need to move the hoop up just like ½ an inch so that I can finish up the dark blue, and with that I'll be able to finish up the light blue. But whenever my sister was driving, when it was her turn to drive, I would sit in the front seat and kind of stitch on this little, and the pattern's easier to read. The holes on the fabric were big. I had to use like the most giantest needle that I have. Okay, so it's only maybe in a 22 or a 20 size needle. Anyway, had to use that so I could actually get the pearl cotton through it, and it's turning out really cute. So quite pleased with that. Quite pleased indeed with that. So there you have it. That's all I stitched on while we were traveling across the country. You know, always take cross stitch. And then too, I worked on it a couple of nights when we were in the hotel. Just winding down the day, waiting for, you know, just for a decent bedtime. Because we're used to mountain daylight time, and we were out on the East Coast on Eastern daylight time, so it'd be like 9:30 here, you know, at the home time zone, and 11:30 at night out there, and we're like, well, I guess we should go to sleep. I'm not tired. Are you tired? No, I'm not tired. So it was kind of weird. I think if we'd left to our own devices and not been trying to acclimate to a new time zone, we would have just stayed up until like 2 in the morning or something weird like that. So there's that. That's pretty much all that I have stitched on, and not bad for a week, and well, for 2 weeks, and not bad for being really, really busy in those 2 weeks. So let's go to the Stashquisitions portion of our fun and games. I recorded all of these in little bits and pieces, so let's start with mail call. Hi guys, I'm back from adventuring way back east, so I thought we'd do the mail call this morning and open up all the mail while my laundry gets done, because what's the first thing you do when you come back from a trip? You do the laundry. So let's get started. I have a couple of boxes for my Just Another Button Company subscription. Right now I have 2, but one will run out shortly. So let's open this one. This is called Summer Lovin', So Much Fun in the Sun. So this is Button Lovers Club 2.0. As always, wrapped beautifully. Slide these out. Cute. Oops, let's slide out our card. Nothing is cooperating the way I think it should be. Put that right there. So we have Summer Lovin' buttons. All right. We have a lovely pack of orange smoothies, I think these are called. Yep, smoothie pack. And then a sprinkle pack in an orange to match and in the cute little green. Isn't that a wonderful bright green? Forgive the glare, guys. I have all the lights on in my room because it's cloudy outside. And then we have this pack of wonderful things. There's the sunglasses you can see, fireflies in a jar, flowers, lemons, limes. There's a flip-flop. Lots of fun things. So that is the, good goodness, what month is it? Okay, so it's July. So that's the July 2-pack. Be careful down there, little cat. She is rubbing up against the garbage can. She's likely to knock it over, but it's not too bad since it's only got paper stuffs in it. This is, so the next one is Button Lovers Club 1.0, and this will run through October for me. So we have, as a bonus, we have all these little chains and lobster class. Thanks a bunch. And then it tells us how to make a button charm. So that'll be, could be fun. And packaged nicely as always. This month's theme is lime. Let's open it up and see what our lime buttons are. Oh goodness, they really are quite limey. So here we have smoothie rounds plus the hearts in every one of them. The little gem guys. The super huge buttons that I love to put on my, what are those? Project bags. And then a little one of those. And like I said, our extra was the little chains, little chains. And so those are to make a bracelet, a little charm bracelet. Cool. I will look those up. There's a website with directions, so I think I'll check that out. So those are the Just Another Button Company, my button subscription that came in the mail. Next up is Fabrics by LJ, arrived. Open this up. Here, play with that. And let's see, this month's color is Declaration, and it is a bluey gray. Open this up. Look at that. That's a nice blue-gray, really quite even on the color contrast. Could do some nice, you know what? That's almost gray enough that you could use it for some of those chalkboard series that like Hands-On Design is doing. So like the Year in Chalk or some of those other things. Because it's definitely got a gray sort of slate look to it. That is a fabulous fabric. So that has arrived in the mail. Tuck this back into where it goes. Okay. Pansy drink. Coconut Dr. Pepper. And then last of all, we have a book from Emily C. And I did, guys. I had to order the, yeah, my very own Jimmy Flosstube t-shirt. And with it, Emily C. had found an old, like, vintage stash. Anyway, so she had this wonderful pansy pattern in it. She put it aside for me, and these are really quite lovely. There's not quite pansies, but really similar and beautiful. A little heart wreath. So I did not have this book. I love those pansies. They're really wonderful. So thank you so much, Emily C. Thank you, Jimmy Flosstube, for deciding to be part of this community. So that is, oh no, one more thing. This is not exactly stitching related, but it is totally me related, so you guys will understand. There's a, occasionally I look for pansy watercolors on Etsy. And so this lady, Garden Blooms, she had a couple of painted small ones. So here we have a small pansy bouquet. Watercolor, really cute. And then a couple of pansies in pots, right? So I'm looking forward to finding, I think these are 5x7, about, yeah. So I'll find a frame, put them on my wall of pansy stuff. And then she sent me this cute little card that has geraniums on it as well. So I do like geraniums. I might have to put that up on my Flowers of Everything wall. So that is mail call for the morning. And I guess we'll go back to a different clip. More buttons than you can shake a fist at, right? Right? And what about Mr. Jimmy Flosstube? Awesome! Okay, so that was mail call. Let's look at all the fun little things that I purchased while I was away. Hey guys, how are you? We're back from our trip back east, driving across country. Had a great time, stopped here and there. Yeah, had a great time. How many times can I say it? Had a great time. I've come to the conclusion that I would rather drive 3 days across country than fly 5 hours back home. Just flying has gotten to be that non-fun, and the cat has knocked over something that I want to show you, so hang on a sec while I fetch it. Anyway, in our trek across country, I got to stop in at Reflections Framing and Needlework that our own Julie McConnell owns and operates, and it was a cute store, you guys. Totally worth the visit if you are ever out in that direction. We happened to be going by on a Sunday. Now, she's normally not open on a Sunday, but that Sunday happened to be the day that all the Hawk Run Hollow Stitchers were gathering together, and it looked like it was going to be a lot of fun. They were bringing in, you know, stuff for a potluck lunch, and I think Dan the Man was going to barbecue or something, but they were getting that all planned for and plotted out, and it's almost quite funny because my sister came in and she just sat down at one of the stitching tables because my sister's not a stitcher, you know, she tolerates it. She's, you know, pretty good about it. So she sat down at one of the stitching tables, and as all the stitchers came in, they all started to make friends with my sister while I was poking around the shop looking at everything else and, you know, trying to decide what the budget could afford. So I think my sister made more stitchy friends in Omaha at Reflections than I did. So kind of funny. Anyway, so the things that I picked up at Reflections. I bought the this cute little kit from Shepherd's Bush. I did the Forget-Me-Not bag just the other day, and it was so fun and a quick stitch, and it comes in the whole kit, and I enjoyed it so much, so I picked up the Halloween one for Spooky Stitches because it was adorable. Then I picked up the Hands-On Design. What is this one? Part 2? Part 3? Part 3. The ornaments. Right? Super cute. I went ahead and gathered all the flosses so I could start in on stitching them. And then I bought a lovely piece of gunmetal linen from Weeks Dye Works. 35 count. Absolutely adorable. Really, really pretty. So I should be able to get at least 3 of those out, if not more in the series. I have more on my wish list to buy, so I will probably get around to, one of these days, find the rest of those in this series. I'm going to put them all back. Put them all back in the bag from whence they came, so that I know what belongs to what when I go to put it away. When I inventory everything and put it away. So then we headed out across country, and we stopped in Chicago and had some really excellent a deep dish pizza outside of Chicago. It was really tasty. My sister and I, we got the small, and the pieces weren't sliced evenly, so each of us ate 2 smaller pieces for dinner, and then the next day for breakfast we ate, there were 2 leftover pieces, so each of us ate one of the larger pieces for breakfast the next day as we headed out for our final leg of the trek. Blackberry Coke Zero, my friends. So off we went. We got to Pennsylvania. Leanne took care of some stuff that she needed to take care of at the medical school, and then we went out into Lancaster County, Amish country, for those of you who don't know, and stopped at a couple of really seriously touristy trap places, but they're kind of fun. One of the places we stopped at, I bought a whole bunch of postcards, you know, all Amish country. So here's a team pulling the thing. Pennsylvania does kind of look like that. I don't need to show you any of those, but anyway, there's something, well, look, cows. Anyway, so I got a bunch of postcards. So hopefully I can send out some thank yous that are owed. Let's see, empty bag. We'll put this here. And then we went over to, it's this place called Kitchen Kettle. Originally the kitchen was started by a group of Amish, and then just the rest of this village has sort of grown up around it. And it is a tourist trap, you guys. There's no 2 ways about it. It is a tourist trap. But the actual place where they do all the jams and jellies and relishes and pickles and everything else, they have a ton of samples. The stuff is absolutely delicious. Next time, before Leanne drives back home, I'm going to request that she go over there and buy me some stuff. But anyway, in addition to the kitchen where they're making the jams and jellies and stuff, they have all sorts of little artisans and stuffs and this and that and the other. And so at one of the places, a local potter was doing his wear. And so I got a couple of small knick-knacky things. I love small knick-knacky things. So I picked up this cute little jar of whatever. And then in the matching blue, this little squat thing. Could be fun to put your orts in here. It's big enough to get your fingers in, so you can scoop the orts out when it's all full and you have something else to do for it. Also thinking of maybe finding just like a single bud artificial flower to put in one of these. So anyway, so cute, super cute, adorable. Absolutely love those. Let's put this paper aside. I don't think I'm going to wrap those up anymore. There was, so same day, across the street was a place that their sign said they specialized in industrial chic. And it was a lot of really cute old stuff, some stuff with like had been refurnished, some antiques, a little bit of this and that and the other. And I found something you guys are going to love. I bought a bucket. Isn't that cute? I love the color. I love the aging. I'm not sure if it's a new bucket that's just been aged or if it's an old bucket or exactly what it is. Beautiful gardens, I think. I don't know. I love the cutout at the top. You can see some of the aging here on the back. Oops, let's get it in frame. It's decently deep. Woohoo! It's absolutely, I love it. I love it. So I bought it, and I was just going to leave it with my sister and have her bring it home with her when she came home in December. But in the end, I figured out a way to stuff it into my suitcase and pack everything around it, so I was able to carry it home. I'm thinking about doing like a false bottom in here, or maybe up to here, because, you know, stitching smalls aren't usually this deep, so do like a false bottom and then put some stitching smalls on top. But there you guys go. I love this thing. Absolutely love this thing. And then the last place I bought something from at Kitchen Kettle was a leather place. So if you're offended about the use of animals to make people warm for leather coats and belts and things, I'm really sorry. I'm okay with it so long as the animal was raised ethically, but I'm okay. Anyway, so I bought this ridiculous rabbit fur poof. Of course the rabbit wasn't purple, but it was purple, and it's adorable. It's so soft, you guys. So soft. I'll probably get a bunch of thumbs down for being in love with the rabbit hair poof. But it has a lobster claw on it, so it can go on my purse, go on my any number of things. I was using it as a scissor fob. These are my traveling scissors. I can take these on a plane and no questions asked. Anyway, so I was using it as a scissor fob just so I knew where it was, and it is just the silliest thing that I bought while I was out there. We'll hang it on the tripod for my camera for now. So that was like day 1 of being a tourist. Day 2 of being a tourist, we sort of went back down into the same area because there was another stitchy shop by the name of Stitches Unlimited. So it was kind of out in the same direction as Kitchen Kettle or Kettle Kitchen. What is it? Kitchen Kettle? Anyway, out in the same direction. So I wanted to go and check them out, and the owners had another lovely store. It was very small, very compact, cross stitch and needlework, about probably 20% needle point. She had some painted needle point canvases, but most of it was cross stitch, and she had a whole bunch of smalls set up, current stuff, older stuff. It was a cute little shop, and so I went crazy because sometimes you just end up going crazy. Anyway, so I bought this cute little red, white, and blueberry pattern / button kit. There are the buttons. Because apparently I'm feeling very patriotic recently. I got Lizzie Kate, dogs leave paw prints on our hearts. They had the new autumn smalls from Lizzie Kate, so I picked those up. They didn't have this summer one. If they had the summer one, I think I would have bought that instead of, you know, some of these others would have been traded around a little bit. I bought part 1 of A Little Mystery. This is the yesterday, today, tomorrow one. Not necessarily for the yesterday, today, tomorrow bits, but the bonus design in here is really cute, and the bonus design in number 3, I think, is really cute. So I'm probably going to have to buy the rest of those just for the bonus designs. And then I got this cute little The Little Town of Bethlehem from Shepherd's Bush, little ornament, because it's adorable. And there you go. Cute. So, cute little shop. If you're in the area, stop by. Definitely worth it. They really are a tiny little shop, but they had patterns all over the place, packed to the gills, in bins, in buckets, in everything. So that was definitely worth it as a stop. And then the last thing we did on tourist day number 2 is we went over into, oh my goodness, I forget what Lidditz. Over into Lidditz, Pennsylvania, to the Wilbur chocolate factory. And of course, what you've seen there, I bought me some English toffee covered in milk chocolate. Absolutely delicious. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I'm surprised it made it home with this much left. In fact, probably it will be all gone by tonight. So, because if it's an open box, it will shortly be an empty box. So those are good. Oh, what else did we do? That was all I bought that day. But we also went over to Hershey World and did the what is it called? The little, it's not a factory tour, it's more like a factory demonstration because it's nowhere near the factory. Chocolate World over at the Hershey Park. We didn't go to the Hershey Park with all the amusement rides and roller coasters, but we did go into that and do their silly little tour with the singing cows and whatnot. So it was fun. It was cute. Line was moving fast. So anyway, so that is everything that I purchased while I was out and about, traveling around, having a good time. Love that bucket. How can you not love that bucket? That bucket is the most awesomest thing ever. Plus, I got some really cute charts and really cute fabric and some flosses. And I should start, like yesterday, on my little ornaments, because one day I would like to have a Christmas tree, ornament tree thingy, all stitched up, all wonderful and nice. And I actually have more Halloween ornaments put together than I do Christmas ornaments, so go figure. Last little bit. Let's open up all the fun stuff from the Stitchy Box Patriotic Box. Hey guys, I can't believe it's like the end of July already, which means we're to the end of all the wonderful packages for the Stitchy Box Patriotic Box with something to open up every single day of the week this month. So, cat hair, let's get into it and open up the rest of these goodies and see what we've got. So we'll start with day 25. Oh, the cat has heard me starting to play with paper and she is down on the floor prowling around. Let's pull this out. Here it is. We know what happens here. Cat toy. This is a cute little heart charm. Is it a Mill Hill Treasure? 14mm glass heart. So these are cute. I've used these before in the end of scissor fobs. You can attach them to your cross stitch. These are really cute. I think I'll have to put that in my beading box that I use for my scissor fobs. So 20, that was day 25. Day 26. So flat little package. Open this up. Oh, goodness. What have we got? Whoa, beads. Some beautiful burgundy, there we are, red beads. So these are silver line transparent ruby 11OC beads. Those are really quite lovely. This would be great. Absolutely cute. Cuter than cute. Okay, day 27. I feel a sneeze coming on, you guys. If there's a break in the editing, you know it happened. Uh-oh. What do we got? Cute little charms. These are check glass bunting beads. Oh, okay, I see. So there's one in red, white, and blue, and the hole runs through the top. So you can string them onto, whoops, that's the back, that's not helpful. So you can string them onto either a necklace or your stitching, sort of like bunting. Like I said, there's red, white, and blue ones. Cute little beads. I love my cat. Okay, day 28. Feels like floss. Pull it out. It is floss. Yep. This is Indian Summer from Weeks Dye Works. You see how gorgeous that red is with the little bit of variegation in it? Absolutely beautiful. I like that one a lot. I might have to get more than one. Okay, day 29. Feels like more beads, you guys. More beads. Beads, beads. Lots of beads. It is beads. Ah, these are bugle beads. So silver lined twist bugle beads. Super shiny, really quite pretty. Almost have an icicle effect to them. Really cool. So bugle beads. Day 30. This feels like some more floss. Oh, maybe it's not. I think it's actually trim. Okay, this is mini pom-poms in 2 colors. So we've got mini poms in red and mini poms in blue. And those are super cute. So there you go. Okay. Add those to my trim box. And day 31 might be a pattern. This time I was smart and I have my scissors with me so I can get into this without too much trouble, we should hope. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright. It is a pattern. Oh, I like that. From Summer House, Life, Liberty, and Happiness. You know, from the famous speech that we would like to pursue life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Anyway, Summer House stitches. Really quite cute. That'd be a darling small for my box, my shopping basket thingy. Super cute. Anyway, glad to have that. So there you have it, guys. That is the last of the contents of the patriotic box. So that was a fun one from Stitchy Box, of course. Go to their website, Stitchy Box, check them out. They're taking deposits on their Halloween countdown box and their Advent/Christmas countdown box. So go snatch them up before they're all gone, you guys. Lots of fun there. See ya. Cute, right? I really love that last pattern that came in the thing. So I'm really feeling patriotic stitching this year for some reason. I usually don't, but for some reason this year I'm totally feeling it. So there you go. So that is everything that has been purchased, has been opened, has arrived in the mail. That's all the things, my friends. That is all the things. Since I was away, there are no Battle Cow adventures. We'll just maybe do a few. Let's. What do I want to do? Signs. Let's look at all the signs for all the states that we came through while we were driving. Welcome to all the states, my friends. Welcome to all the states. My sister and I, we sort of played a game where we were trying not to use CDs or plug in the iPod and play music off of that. We did the let's find a radio station. So we'd go across country, you know, searching for radio stations. Maybe would find something for 4 or 5 hours. Maybe would find something for like only an hour or so before we got out of range. That was kind of fun. We listened to a lot of classic rock from the 60s and 70s. There were many classic rock stations that we listened to. We listened to a couple of Jack FM stations, and so if you're not familiar with a Jack station, their motto is we play whatever we want, whenever we want. They don't do requests, and they play a huge eclectic mix of music. Not really sure where we were, but we stumbled into a Jack station, and they played a Collective Soul song, they played the Brick House song, they played Dr. Feelgood, and a couple other things, and then we lost them. Got out of range, it went all fuzzy. Maybe half an hour later, we were surfing the radio waves again, came across another Jack station, and they played some song, and then they played the Collective Soul song that we just heard. And then they played the Brick House song that we just heard. And then they played the Dr. Feelgood song that we just heard, which was really interesting. So apparently all the Jack stations have the same playlist, except you're not supposed to travel in between coverage areas and figure out that they do have all the same playlist. It's just apparently they start at different times of the day and night. We might have crossed a time zone too, but that wouldn't make any sense. So anyway, had a good time with that. We also learned that there are only 2 Elton John songs that the radio ever plays, and one is Rocket Man and the other is Tiny Dancer. We heard those over and over and over again as we went across country. There was some other songs that we heard over and over and over again, and it was like, really? This song again? Didn't we just hear this song? The answer was yes, we just heard this song, but that was, you know, like 100 miles ago on a different station. So that was kind of a fun thing to learn about. Cherry Lime Sprite. There was a lot of construction. Be humming along at 75 miles an hour. Construction would pop up, squeeze you down into one lane. Sometimes they'd make you slow down to 65. Sometimes they'd make you slow down to 55. It was just slowed us down a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. We didn't have to be to Pennsylvania at any given date, so it was nice to just kind of go along and have some fun and stop where we felt like stopping and just do the things we wanted to do. What else? What else about our trip? I don't know. We had a good time. Had a good time. Ate a lot of fast food. Tried to find some vegetables. It's hard to find vegetables on the road, but sort of managed. And I guess that's everything. So I've put in a whole bunch of clips for you guys to watch. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you guys get plenty of time to stitch this upcoming week. I hope the frog stays far, far away from your house. Thank you for everybody who subscribes and comments and likes my videos. I really appreciate it. I am now officially 2 weeks behind everybody's videos, but I'm hoping to spend some time today and tomorrow. I think I'm going to work on my Gypsy Mermaid conversion and watch you guys try to catch up, that's the operative word, with Flosstube. So I think that's my plans for the next couple of days, along with doing laundry, because you come home from a trip and what's the first thing you gotta do? Laundry. I gotta go to the grocery store too, so I don't starve to death. But, you know, starving to death wouldn't be the worst thing to happen to this little chub. Alright, have a great one, everybody. Hugs and stitches. Bye.